why men slept. Listen, the enemy's opportunity is often influenced by the condition of men. I want to repeat it. The enemy's opportunity is often influenced by the condition of men. What is the condition? Sleep. Sleep. The enemy's opportunity is often influenced by the condition of men. What is the condition? Sleep. What are the signs of a spiritual sleeping man? Let me close quickly. Signs of a spiritual sleeping man. Let's read 2 Samuel 11 verse 1. Signs of a spiritual sleeping man. Make sure you are listening, because listen, there is the wisdom and the power of God. You can't just receive power into your wisdom. 2 Samuel 11 verse 2. New King James Version. Listen very attentively. Listen. Then it happened one evening. From verse 1. Verse 1. It happened, listen, it happened in the spring of the year, at the time when kings go out to battle. Listen, that David sent Joab and his servants with him and all Israel, and they destroyed the people of Ammon. Listen, it happened in the spring year, at the time when kings go out to battle, that David sent Joab and his servants. Let's look at verse 2. But David remained at Jerusalem. Verse 2. Then it happened one evening that David arose from where? His bed, and walked on the roof of the king's house. And from the roof, he saw a woman bathing. And the woman was very beautiful to behold. You know Bathsheba, you know the rest of the story. Signs of a sleeping man. A sleeping man falls into sin easily. Listen, at the time when kings go out to battle, this was a time kings go out to battle, but David sent his servants. Listen, there are seasons in your life, there are responsibility given to you that you cannot delegate. It is only for you. I want to repeat it. There are seasons of warfare that you should not delegate. People can surround you to build or rekindle or pray with you, but you shouldn't be sleeping when people are worrying. In a season where kings were to go out to battle, to go to a battlefield, David was sleeping. One evening, he arose from his bed. Listen, when your altar is cold, this is what can happen. When your altar is cold, it alters your values. He delegated his assignments. There are people here. I was sharing with someone a few days ago. I said, sometimes as a minister, you say you have intercessors around you, and then you say we need to pray. But sometimes your advantage having intercessors can also be your disadvantage. You can get used to asking people, we need to pray for you, that you, even when you bring out a rule or you say, we need to pray, you are not even present for the prayers. You are in your room. You call people to fast. You say, we need to fast today, but you are in your room, you are eating. But people are fasting. There are people too as well. You may not be a pastor. Your own is you have become so lazy. Every little thing, every little dream. You see cats in your dream, you call your pastor. You see You see one Lisa just appear. Hey, Lisa, oh Lisa, you have one dream. I'm not saying don't call your pastor, but when will you build you? Everything's, and you know the funny thing, after they have prayed, you go, you scoop ice cream for every day, you are watching film, you are doing nothing about it, you delegate. See, it is the responsibility of every one of us to have a prayer life. The Bible says men ought always to pray, but many have delegated their prayer life. Somebody came to my office, man, can you prophesy? Just give me a word, give me a word. I said, you can't force a word out of my mouth. You can't. What do you need word? Say, man, I understand there's a difference between someone having faith in the God in you, but there's also something about spiritual laziness. People are too quick to want to hear a prophetic word, but are not doing anything about their growth, their spiritual growth. As if you can't. Listen, I was trying to advise this person. I said, these are the things you need to do. Ma, if you can just, I say, you're not even hearing. Before you know it, you will leave and jump into another relationship. I can speak a prophetic word to you, and then you will still make mistakes. I was even handing over a book. I said, you need to sit and read it. No, ma, no, but I understand, but just speak the word. I said, madam, speak what word? Too many people are lazy. Delegating your responsibility, delegating your season in life, delegating your assignment, misaligning in seasons where God has put you. And when you begin to delegate kingship responsibility, your spiritual responsibility, you find yourself gradually falling into sin. This is me. I just feel like if David had gone out into battle, his eyes would not have beheld Bathsheba. Sometimes what you call comfort is spiritual disengagement. Sometimes what you call comfort, what is comfortable, has become comfortable to you, is spiritual disengagement. Where people were busy, worrying, working hard, fighting, he was a king. It's not like it was just one of those days that there was a battle. It was a period where kings go into battle. He stayed in his comfort zone, and of course he arose from the bed and beheld. I'll say it every time. When your spirit is low and your flesh is loud, you will do fleshy things. Signs of a spiritual sleeping man. Number 2, a sleeping man can experience a great fall that can lead to death. I'll show you in scripture. Acts 20 verse 7 to 9, New King James Version. Acts 20, 7 to 9. Don't be a music minister delegating your prayer life. I tell some of my music ministers, I say, who told you that it's not possible for you to sing and cancer cell dries up? Don't just come for rehearsals. Don't just come to just stand and just sing and no prayer life. Don't just walk into an office and you have no prayer life. Who told you that you cannot? Who told that when your staff comes into your company or your office, it's not possible for them to say, I don't know, but there was something that shifted when I walked in today. Don't delegate your assignment. Don't delegate your responsibility. It is the responsibility of everyone. I'm reiterating it. Every one of us.